Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Panthers franchise. Last episode we didn't make the playoffs. We just didn't. So let's take a look at this here. Yeah, 6-11. Falcons ended up winning the division. I don't know what else to say, guys, except for let's take a look at the stats, see kind of how we ended here, and see where our holes really are. So Bryce Young, 24 touchdowns, 17 interceptions for 3,600 yards. Not exactly where we want him to be. And same with Miles Sanders and Chris Shepard. Running back wise, it's hard to find a solid one that'll get you 1,000 every single season. Bryce Young, I'm going to go ride him for one more year and see what we can do about that. Puka Nacua was the absolute best move we made. 1,200 receiving yards for 12 TDs. He was a baller. He was a baller for us. Defensively, guys, 6.5 sacks for Josh Buchanan for a rookie at the overall that he was at. This was really solid. And then 6 interceptions for Bobby Wagner. I'm hoping Bobby will stay one more year with us, but I'm not sure about that. Offensively, we were ranked 26th in the league. Defensively, we were ranked 26th in the league as well. That is what that means right there. Points scored, 18th, and points allowed was 30th. Yikes. Turnover differential. Oh, let's see where we were at. So we were -1, which honestly isn't the worst. It could be a whole lot better, though. Now, this is how you know that franchise is fucked. It's just fucked. I'm sorry. I don't care. It's fucked. The Raiders versus the Falcons in the Super Bowl. The Falcons went 8-9. Are you kidding me? Let's look at the yearly awards quick and kind of see what we're looking at here. Patrick Mahomes, your MVP. Shouldn't shock anyone. Coach of the Year, Doug Peterson. Okay. We weren't even sniffing that race nor the MVP. So let's take a look at the NFC Players of the Year. Puka Nacua got himself in that list at number 6. Jalen Hurts ended up winning it, though. Defensively, Bobby Wagner was on the list, so that's a good thing for us. No offensive rookies, which makes a lot of sense. But Josh Buchanan and Terrell Shepard actually put themselves on this list at number 3 and number 4. So we had some solid workings there. So let's get into the off-season, seeing who wins the Super Bowl. That would be the Atlanta Falcons. You gotta be kidding me. There's no way that happened. I'm sorry. Ooh, EA. Let's take a look at the standings and see where Oakland was 11-6. Or sorry, Las Vegas. Las Vegas was 11-6 against an 8-9 Falcons team that was technically 18th in the standings. 18th. So, I get it. A team can magically go on a run, but so we do have upgrades though that we need to play with here. We're going. What do we want to do here? I think I want to build up our head coach here, so because I want him to be the guy. I want him to be the guy moving forward. I don't want. I don't want to be in this constant coach, search. We're going to change up our offense. I don't think the Kyle Shanahan 49ers offense is going to be what we want it to be, for us. I just don't think that's going to be possible. As you take a look, guys, at the start of this, we have 158 million available cap. We're going to look at the mock draft 3 real quickly here. This is kind of where the final stay is. You got Pittsburgh, New Orleans, New York, The Lions. Okay, so where are we at? We're at number 8, looking at J.R. Collins, which we have been looking at him anyways. So we'll see if we end up picking him up or if we go a different route. We do have to take a look at free agency, however. But before we can even do that, we got 12 players that are looking to potentially sign with us. Re-sign with us. So we're going to have Iquanu stay for another year. Or, well, 2 years. It would be 2 years, right? For that. Bobby Wagner, I'd like to get back in the building for another year. So we're going to offer him a fairly lucrative deal. I mean, a $6 million deal off of 1 year. That's a sizable good chunk right there. Austin Corbett, I said last episode I didn't want you, but I'm going to put out a 1. Yeah, all right, fine. You go. You really missed a block that irritated me beyond belief. I'll admit that. Eddie Pinheiro, nope. All right, so we're gonna be walking into free agency with 152 mil. It is time for the Carolina Panthers to spend some cash here. Taking a look at the free agency market, there are a lot of players on here that could help us. I mean, we could go with Tua Tagovailoa and get Bryce Young out of here. That's highly possible. But do we really want to do that? I could go Joel Bitonio. Solid player, and he's actually interested in playing for us. So, we don't have a left guard either right now. So it's highly possible that we do that. Wyatt Teller, I mean, could be another really good player in that guard slot. Amari Cooper would be fantastic for us to pair up with Puka Nacua and give us a older wide receiver to go with our young guns. But I'm looking at these linebackers here. I'm honestly thinking of switching up our defense. They gave up so many points. It gave up so many points last year that it hurts. It hurts a lot, actually, when you give up that many points. So I'm going to take a look at all this, and I'll come back to you with who we ultimately tried to sign. All right, everyone, here it is. I've given Joel Bitonio a offer. I can't exactly remember what it was, but it's the highest. We're looking at a potential 2 years with him, I think. 2 years with Wyatt, 3 years with Amari Cooper, 6 years with JOK, and 4 years with, or 5 years, I think, with Greg Newsome. I don't know. We're looking to spend about almost 90 mil of our cap. So I moved it around again. So I don't even know where the best spot. Where's the best spot for this? I don't know. I think my webcam might be best down there for at least this video here. I don't know. But anyways, we have about 69 mil in cap space after this. So let's just see what happens when we hit evaluate and go from there. So, all right, everyone signed with someone. So drum roll, please. So we got 4 out of our 5. Mr. Amari Cooper did not sign with us. Who did he sign? He did sign with Tennessee, who was there on the list there. So, but Texans. Titans actually signed a decent amount of players. I'm impressed. So we're looking at the availables left. I mean, we could go get DeAndre Hopkins. That would be a good 1 year solution. Is he looking for 1 year? Is he looking for 2? He's looking for 1. I'm going to put out the offer for 1 year. And see what that looks like for us. I mean, Arizona's looking at picking him up again. I'm going to withdraw my offer for him. And we're going to look specifically at wide receiver. See if there's a wide receiver we like. Elijah Moore would be a decent fit for us. And he's looking like he might want to sign. Tutu Atwell could be a good one. And we're looking for a good, solid number 2 at this point in time instead of a, anyone. I think Elijah Moore might be our best bet because I could give him a 2-year contract very easily. And yeah, and Arizona's going after a lot of wide receivers, it looks like. So taking a look at the second round of this, I'm looking at Rasul Douglas, Elijah Moore, Milton Williams, Will Lutz, and J.K. Scott. These 3 are easily going to sign. Elijah Moore is a question mark, and I don't think Rasul's going to sign with us, but we could use another cornerback, so maybe, hopefully, we interest him enough. So we got the 3 that I had anticipated. The other ones signed elsewhere. Shoot, so now what do we do? Looking at wide receivers, we need a solid number 2, so Nico Collins? That might have to be our guy. I mean, we're expected to sign him, so we currently have no tight end, so I'm going to go for Noah Gray here. I truly think that we could get him. All right, so taking a look, guys, at the next round of evaluations here, trying to get some more players. I'm looking at DJ Reed Jr., who's, to be honest, I'm gonna up him to just a player-friendly 2-year deal. I think we can afford it, and I really do need a number 2 cornerback. I'm not going into the season without one. Stephon Gilmore, I'm thinking he could be a number 3 for us. He'd be a great mentor for a lot of these guys. Nico Collins for our number 2 wide receiver. Raheem Morris as a backup halfback, and Noah Gray as our starting tight end. That is what I'm hoping for here. If we can sign these guys, it would be fantastic. And we signed, looks like we signed Stephon Gilmore, Raheem Mostert, and Noah Gray. These 2 guys are going to have to wait until the next period here. So I'm going to up, though, Nico Collins to a player-friendly deal. Try to get him. I really do need those 2 guys. Those were the 2 guys out of everyone I was hoping would sign. So we're on to the next week. Taking a look at the next go-around, Nico Collins did not sign with us. He ended up signing with the New York Jets. So I'm really going to have to reach for a wide receiver, it looks like. Because I am not a fan of Rondell Moore. I never have been. It's either that or we got to go 2-2. He's 5'9", though. I'm really not a fan of the extremely short ones unless you're talking Tyreek Hill speed here, in which these guys just don't have that. I mean, they don't have that speed. They've got some speed, but they don't have that speed. So we're looking at just DJ Reader signing, DJ Reed Jr. signing, and he does. So we have 3 cornerbacks in our midst that we just signed. So that'll give us 4 now that I think about it, but that's fine. We can use one as trade bait potentially. Let's go to the team and look at the lineup quick. So after the first wave of signing guys, this is what our offense is looking like. We got Puka Nacua that's looking fantastic there as an X Factor superstar. We got 2 superstars along the offensive line, along with some stars. Our center is still got a lot to be desired with, but Noah Gray, Jonathan Mingo, and Jay Holmes there, they could use an upgrade, and then obviously our running backs are not where they could be. I'm thinking we're going to try to trade bait Miles Sanders. We'll see how that goes. Defensively, actually, we're going to be changing up our scheme. I realize that we just went to this 3-4 here, but they were actually in kind of a 3-4 before. I'm wanting to go more in the direction of a cover 3, 4-3. So we're going to be looking here at a different playbook. I'm We're going to try this Washington playbook here. I want to try this Washington playbook, see how that goes. All right, defensively, guys, that means we have 2 holes if we put Josh Buchanan at defensive tackle, and that is specifically at our D ends. So that means in the draft, we're going to be looking at defensive ends and really just edge rushers profusely. So let's see what we got on the boards here. You got Benjamin Clifford out of Auburn, who's in the top 5 there. We've been looking at J.R. Collins, and he's looking like in between a first and second round talent, so he might not be the guy that we truly want to fill that role. I mean, Gio Gardner's looking like he could be a solid guy. His physicals, I mean, looking astounding at 6'3", 248 pounds. But you're probably also looking for a guy that's probably about in that 260 range. So none of these guys would end up being that for us. I mean, J.R. Collins probably could end up getting there with his 242 pounds. C block shed, though, really scares me, honestly. The guy that I'm looking at right now, Chad Gillespie, is probably the one that we'll end up going with if we can get to a good enough deal for him. I know it's a C block shedding still, but he's got the size that I'm looking for in that, and a power move. So I think he could end up being a good one. And then on the other side, probably, I mean, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, so you're going to have to find a right end that can move to left end in the later picks, and I don't know if we're going to find that there. Maybe you're in your right outside linebackers. There might be a guy, even on your, I don't know. We'll try to figure it out and find one. Otherwise, we're going to have to go trade for one, most likely. I did just remember, too, we do have some more free agency period here to do, so we could end up finding one here. Would have been nice if I would have looked at that earlier and said, hey, Zadarius Smith, why don't you come here? Sam Hubbard might be a guy to look at here. 80 speed, what? Yeah, let's get Sam Hubbard here. I realize he's a little older player, but a 1-year deal won't hurt anyone, and no one else is going after him. So let's try to sign him quick, and there we go from there. I am going to sign one more DT here, Javon Kinlaw, just as a third option for us at that position, just because. And I am going to sign another running back in Jalen Warren. I think he'll be the starter moving forward. So these 3 guys, hopefully they sign. Should be fairly simple because we're the only ones that offered them any contracts at all. So, yep, Jalen Warren, Sam Hubbard, and Javon Kinlaw. All right, let's get to the draft, everyone. All right, everyone, we're at the start of the draft. We know we're the 8th overall pick, and the Steelers, with their first overall pick, are going to take Manny Bell, the right end out of Vanderbilt. Okay. Benjamin Clifford didn't fall to us. That's fine. Kind of figure that. Kenny Bradshaw's the first quarterback for the Jets that's off the board. The Lions take Jerry Young, a right tackle. Chad Gillespie didn't fall to us. Damn. Eric Porter, Taj Jackson. All right, so let's take a look at our favorites here. Now hold on here, Gio Gardner. What are your 4, 6, 7, 8 finesse, C hit power, probably a C block shedding, C zone. 6'3", 248 pounds. Would you be a guy that I'd be willing to send off the edge? Not sure on that one. Let's take a look at our favorites here. Malik Forbes is top 5 wide receiver. I think I got to go with the 6'5" physical specimen here. We were looking for a wide receiver too. I kind of have to. 89 speed is fine for a 6'5" guy. He'll probably be our Mike Tomlin or our Mike Evans. Holy, he fell to us, guys. He fell. So let's get to our 3rd round pick and then try to find our right end here. Because there's got to be someone very deep within this that could possibly help us. Taking a look at this, guys, I'm thinking Andrew Constanzo is going to be our guy. 6'6", 280 pounds, at 22 years old. A B, power moves for sure. A 4.77 isn't terrible. 4.72 on his college pro day. 33 to so let's average 32 reps in bench press. It's not bad at all. So good acceleration, good speed, great strength. I mean, he's got an F in stamina, but that's fine, I guess. We'll make it work, and then B awareness. So I mean, I'm gonna take him. I'm not gonna overthink this. 80 speed is not bad. At 87 strength. We'll see what the overall is come the recap. All right, picking it back up in round 5, everyone. The only hole that we have is right end. That's the only hole left on our team. I'm going to look low at middle linebackers here, see if we can... Actually, we're going to look at right outside linebackers. Thought I saw a few kind of gems, but I didn't want to... That might be worth... That one might be looking at here. Dwayne Warford. What do you have at left end here for 4'9"? Not a lot on you, but you might be a guy that we end up picking up here. I'm going to take a quick look here at Justin Stanton. You are 6'2", 241 pounds. Speed, elite acceleration. Wait a minute. I see a lot of potential A's, including an A in tackle. I'm going to take the chance on him. Justin Stanton, 86 speed, 6'2", 241 pounds, 91 acceleration. He might be the guy to take over from Bobby Wagner. We didn't move Bobby Wagner over to left outside linebacker because we changed to the 4-3 scheme. So he might be a solid pick there. I'm just saying. I'm going to take a look here at Derek Knight. He's got potential B's everywhere. 6'4". A few solid B potentials there. So we're gonna take him. We're just gonna take him. We're not even gonna think about it because he might end up being a wide receiver 4 for us. So we'll see. And I'm just gonna advance to the end of the draft because we just have a 7th round pick after that. So to finalize the video, let's take a look at our draft recap here. Let's see what it's looking like. 81 overall for Malik Forbes. Holy, I mean, Andrew Costanzo is going to be a starter for us. It even had a 69 overall. The other picks weren't terrible for us either. So, I mean, we had 2. Okay, well, that's fine. But, okay, let's add these into the lineup quick and see what we're kind of looking at here. I mean, I knew taking a look at Malik Forbes would be incredible, but I did not think that he would end up being our Mike Evans, to our Chris Godwin here. I did not think that 1 ounce of a second. So we might have to take a look at our offensive scheme and switch it from the Kyle Shanahan thought process there. So, yeah, our team is looking solid, guys. I'm not upset with it. I think we have a potential of having a winning season this year. So that will start in the next episode. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. I will catch you all in that next episode where we will be starting our season. I don't know who it's against. not yet, obviously. We'll find out here after the preseason. So I'll see you all in that episode. Peace.